anything like that. I've been building a house for the last year or so with some help. But today I'm going into the off-grid tent. Got some things to do in there. We had a wicked windstorm the other day, and it blew down a bunch of trees. One of them actually hit the front part of the tent, the canopy or the porch area, and my buddy and I went in and we fixed that up. But I got to make a trip in for a couple of nights, maybe one, but it might be 2 nights, and fix that up. So I figured I'd take you along for the ride. I was going to go in on the sled. That's how I went in the other day to see what damage was done, but there's lots of creeks that were open, and crossing them I was in water and on a lot of rocks. So today I figured I'd go in on the side-by-side. I got a side-by-side with tracks. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I haven't started it up or anything. I'll bring you over and show you that in a second here. And I got to take the blade off it. I use that side-by-side for plowing snow, and we haven't had a whole lot of snow, and that's why these creeks haven't froze and they're opened up. So I got to, and plus I got to go down by the side of the lake, and because I'm going to pull my sleigh behind me full of some items that I need, and if I went on the sled, I would have to go out on the ice, and the ice is not thick enough. There's a little creek that flows into it, so it's open there. So, and the shoreline is all rock. So I'm going to take the side-by-side with the tracks on it to keep on the shoreline, and if I happen to break through, I'm still on the rocks or on the shoreline. So I'll bring you over now and I'll show you. Here's the sleigh that I'm going to take. I haven't packed it yet. And here's the side-by-side that I'm going to take. Like I said, I got to take that blade off. I made it back to the house in the side-by-side after we, and I say we, got the side-by-side out of the ice and water. And that happened the next morning. What I did, I took all the contents that I had in the sleigh and I hand bombed it into the tent. And then I went back and see if I can actually get it to move a little bit more. And I made it worse. So I called my brother-in-law and my friend and my niece to come up on their side-by-sides or quads to give me a hand to see if we could winch it out of there. What we did, we put another side-by-side, strapped it to a tree in the rear, and used a winch to pull it out. We were lucky, got it out, got it back on the shore, on the trail that I came in on, and I made my way at home. What I realized why this wheel went vertical had to do with a I don't know what you would call it, some kind of a retainer or torsion arm, and I'll show you that in a second, came off, and of course there was no resistance in the track to go vertical. It took us a bit to get it out. You know, we had to slowly build up so that the tracks would rise up on the ice. And then I started, like I said, started heading home. And they were behind me, my brother-in-law and my friend and niece, on their side-by-sides and a quad. Lucky that they were, because on the way out I stopped and I realized that my tracks were off the buggy wheels, or off the sliders, the runners. And I had one track that didn't come off, the other three did. And not only that, I got about 3 kilometers away from here at the house, and my rack and pinion broke, which caused my right wheel to go one way and the left track to go the other way, like a V shape. So we then had to, I come back on with my niece, and we got a truck and a trailer, went back in that 3 kilometers and winched it up on the trailer and brought it home, and here it sits. I'll show you now. So I was sitting there covered in snow because this is the next day. We had a little bit more snow. I'll show you the tracks here. See, the tracks are coming off here. So I got to now let go of the tension in there and put that track back on where it should go. This is the front passenger side. My back track there is exactly the same. It's off, not as much. And here's my front one. It's the same thing. It's off the bogey wheels. And here is the torsion bar, or it slid off there, and that's what caused that whole track to go up vertical. And here's I tried to tie wrap that on to see if I could hold on to it, but no, it came off, and that caused my wheels to go one in one ditch and one in the other. So it was quite an adventure, but I got it home here now. So saying all that, and I didn't have my camera set up at all because I needed to concentrate on getting this quad, or this side-by-side where it's sitting now. And trying to set up cameras and different angles, I couldn't do it. Not when there's people helping me. So I forego that and thought I'd just give you an update once we got it here. So anyway, that's one good adventure. It's laughable in a way, but at the time, you know, it's a lot of work. So what I did the next day, I took another side-by-side that I got, and my buddy and I went in to the tent again to retrieve all the stuff I had in there. We cut the tree that was in the trail. We cut the trees out that fell down in front of the tent and hit the porch area, and we redone the tarp on the top because that all blew off. It was a wicked wind we had. I don't know, 80, 90 km/h winds, and probably higher in some places. And I think in the tent where it blows right up the lake, there's lots of force to that wind, and nothing really, you got to hold things down like crazy. That's the side-by-side I went in on. The Arctic Cat here. So we were able to bring everything at home, and I towed another little sleigh that I had. I towed that sleigh in behind that side-by-side, so we had things to put in the sleigh as well as into the cab. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed that video, and if you want to like it, that's fine. If you want to subscribe, that's fine too. I'm not into that part of it, and I'll try to put this together, do some editing, and see if I can make it interesting, because it was very interesting. Anyway, bye for now. Thanks for viewing, and God bless.